Sometimes we do a merge and then find out that our code doesn't get compiled or our application doesn't work. That happens if we screw the merge, if we don't combine the changes properly. In situations like this, we need to undo the merge and then remerge. So let's have a quick look at our history. On the top, we have a merge commit. Let's say this is a faulty merge, so we want to undo it. Here we have two options. One option is to remove this commit as if it was never there. Now you have to be a bit careful with this solution because as part of removing this commit, we are rewriting history. Rewriting history is totally fine if this history is local in our repository. But if we have shared our commits with other team members, if we have pushed our commits to a remote repository, then we should not rewrite our history. We'll talk about this in more detail in the future. In situations like this, instead of removing this commit, we should revert it, which means we're going to create a new commit that will cancel all the changes in this commit. In this lesson, we're going to look at both these solutions. First, let's see how we can remove the last commit. So here's a picture of our history. Both the head and master pointers are pointing to the last commit, which is a merge commit. Now we're going to use the reset command to move both these pointers and have them point to the last commit on the master branch before we started the merge. Now look at our merge commit. We don't have any other commits or any pointers pointing to this commit. So from Git's point of view, this commit is garbage. Once in a while, Git looks for commits like this and automatically removes them from our repository. So here in the terminal, we type git reset --hard. I will explain what this means in a second. We want to reset head to head ~1. That is one commit before the last commit. Now, what is this hard option here? When resetting the head pointer, we have three options: soft, mixed, and hard. What is the difference? Well, here we have our working directory, our staging area, and the last snapshot. When we reset the head using the soft option, Git is going to have the head pointer point to a different snapshot. But our staging area and working directory are not affected. If we use the mixed option, which is the default option, so we don't have to specify it, Git is going to get that new snapshot and put it in the staging area as well. So if you have local changes in our working directory, they are not affected. They're going to stay there. If we use the hard option, Git is going to take that new snapshot and put it in our working directory as well. So all our environments are going to look identical. This is the state that we were in before we started the merge. All our working environments were identical. So back to the terminal, we're going to reset head to the last commit on the master branch before we started the merge. That is this commit over here, update change password. But before doing so, I want to take a copy of the last commit ID, that is our merge commit. Let's copy this and put it somewhere. Now we type git reset --hard head ~1 to go one step back. Good. Now head is pointing to this commit over here, update change password. Let's look at our log. Look, the merge commit is no longer in our history, but it's still in our repository, so we can recover it. Let me show you. So we type git reset --hard. Now we're going to paste the ID of our merge commit that we copied earlier. Okay, let's go with that. Now head is pointing to this commit over here. That is our merge commit. So let's look at our history. So here we have our merge commit. Before that, we have the last commit on the bugfix branch, and here's the last commit on the master branch. So you learn how to undo a merge commit. But as I told you before, you should do this only if you haven't shared your history with others. We'll talk about that in the future. At this stage, all these commits are local in our repository. We haven't shared our history with others. We haven't pushed our commits. So undoing is totally fine. But if you have shared our history, instead of undoing, we have to revert the last commit. So we type git revert head. We want to revert the last commit, which is our merge commit. Take a look. We got this error saying this commit is a merge, but no -m option was given. What's going on here? Here's our merge commit. As you can see, a merge commit has two parents. One parent on the master branch, the other on the feature branch. So to revert this merge commit, we have to tell Git how we want to revert the changes. In this case, we want to revert to this commit over here, the last commit on the master branch before we started the merge. This commit over here is the first parent of our merge commit. Because our merge commit is on the master branch, so the first parent should also be on the master branch. So we type git revert -m1, which means the first parent, and then we specify the target commit. That is the last commit. Okay, git open our default editor. So here we have a default commit message saying revert, and here's the commit we are reverting. Down below, we have more details. It's saying this reverts this commit over here. revising changes made to this commit over here. We're going to accept the default message, so close. All right, we're done. Let's look at our history. So here's our merge commit. Right after that, we have a new commit, which is reverting our merge commit.